Hi, everyone. How are you? It is me, Maria Fontana, your favorite business consultant. So today I wanted to share this class with you guys because it is the number one, believe it or not, the number one requested thing I get in my consulting practice. Whenever I do a poll, whenever I ask people for their opinion, whenever I ask for feedback, and especially this past year, I always got this even before this past year, but this year really catapulted this category into a category all onto itself. Now, I want to just remind you guys that mindset shifts, prosperity, abundance, all these words, they only have significance if you believe they do. And you can call it anything you want. You can call abundance having a lot of health. You can call abundance having a lot of money. You can call abundance having a lot of joy, a lot of laughter, whatever it looks like to you. Everybody's thoughts on prosperity and abundance are not the same. Everybody's thoughts and visions on being prosperous and having profits are not the same. So I want you to really be present for this class. And I want to thank you for being here with me. And I want to over deliver to you today. I want to share with you the things, the tips, the tools, the strategies. It's all about personal development, the inner work I've done on myself and I share with my clients when we're going through a growth journey, a business growth journey, a personal growth journey. It starts with mindset. And even most people don't even know that's what they're doing, but it is all about shifting your mindset, shifting how we look at ourselves, shifting how we show up, fine-tuning, tweaking, being nice to ourselves, and living a joyful, abundant life that resonates with what we really want. And it doesn't matter what the next guy's doing. It doesn't matter what your competition's doing. All that matters is that it's aligned with your soul purpose. So your purpose, it has to be aligned with your energy, with your soul, with your mission, and the outcomes you want for your practice, your life, your business, your team. Now I'm talking to all my salon professionals here, regardless of what realm you're at. Some of you are educators. Some of you are salon owners. Some of you are operators. Some of you are booth renters. Some of you are suite owners. Some of you are manufacturing owners. There's just so many different realms here. Most of you are all big-hearted creatives because that's who goes into our industry. So I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. I want to thank you for taking the time to be part of this community. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you it's a personal journey and things that have shifted how I showed up for my businesses, how I've reinvented myself over and over again, how I help my clients reinvent themselves, and most of all, how you can change how you feel every day to show up at the maximum of your joy, doing what you love. And guess what the results of that is? It's a benefit you get. You create more profits. So here we go. So the first thing first and foremost, I want you to take a deep breath. Come on, don't be shy. If you're watching this, you're like, what the hell is Maria doing? Have an open mind. So the first thing I'm going to ask of you is to show up with an open mind and just give it a chance. Be present. So you ready? Let's take a nice deep breath. Come on. Let it all out. Let all of that stress go. Now, I want you guys to realize something. I learned how to take great care of myself through struggles, through hitting brick walls, through having financial difficulties, through things going wrong, through things not being the way I planned and having to do inner work to heal my stuff. Now, all of this has so much to do with you showing up in your business, for your business, creating more profits. Because if you're not aligning your inner work with your outer result, that's where the gap is. And if I'm triggering you saying this, you may want to just get a piece of paper and follow along as I'm going through this. Now, number one, we all want to gain control of how we feel, right? But that's a big mistake. It's not about control. The first thing that you're going to implement into your 21-day ritual shift, this is how we're going to shift your mindset. It's a 21-day ritual shift. I want you to give this 21 days and let me know how you make out at the end of the 21 days. This is something all my clients do with me. Some do it longer, some do it shorter, some need more intense work. Because as we're creating business strategies and as we're shifting out how they're going to have more streams of income, as I'm helping them grow their brand, grow their teams, whatever it looks like, because every single person, it's not cookie cutter, every single person is different. The mindset part, the energy part is first and foremost. So the first thing I want you guys to do is I want you to release control. Release. You're not in control. You're going to only control how you react to things. So let me hear you say that again. I am not in control of what others do. I am only in control of how I'm going to react to this. Now, when you feel something, we're moving into number 2. When you feel something, it's just a feeling. And the feeling just has to move through you. So repeat that after me. Number 2, it's just a feeling. And the feeling just has to move through me. A simple way that we can get this feeling to move through us is, number 1, write an anger letter. Just write a letter. Just write whatever you want. You MFer, you SOB, you piece of shit, whatever it is you want to write, like no holds barred. Write whatever it is to whoever it is, all your anger. Then you take that letter, you either rip it up or you burn it. Writing an anger letter is one of the most powerful ways that you can process pent-up anger and move your feelings through you. Another way you can move your feelings through you is by writing in a journal. A third way you can move your feelings through you is by meditating and just imagining them traveling through your body like water and shooting out through your feet. And whatever color shoots out through your feet, just let it keep shooting into the earth, and then you can let some nice healing white light come into you. Whoever it is you believe in, whatever it is you believe in, source, God, angels, the universe, Buddha, whatever, just ask them to send you some healing light. So that number 2 is there. Don't hold on to the feeling. Let the feeling move through you, because feelings are meant to move through you. It's when you let them get stuck that they fester and make you feel bad. Now, if you're really struggling with something, I highly recommend you hire someone, hire a life coach, hire a mentor, hire someone who can help you process these things if you are in a place that you're just feeling stuck. And if you're in a place where you're depressed and you're really not well, then I suggest you get some medical attention. And that's really honoring yourself and taking great care of yourself. Because as beauty professionals, we do absorb a lot of other people's energies. So be good to yourself and make sure that you take care of yourself. If you need a mentor, get yourself one. How to feel free and happy. So feeling free and happy is really in your head. Number 1, how to remove the things that are keeping you feeling bad at work or bad, in whatever it is in your life. It's because you're doing shit you don't want to do. It's because what you're doing is not aligned with your mission. What you're doing is not aligned with your life purpose. It's time for you to stop, take a deep breath, and reevaluate. Get a piece of paper, get a notebook out, start writing, just write down, what makes me feel good? And what is it that doesn't feel good anymore? When you figure out and you honor yourself, these are how you shift your mindset, by honoring what doesn't feel good anymore. If you continue to do stuff that doesn't feel good, you're only hurting yourself, because that's why you're staying in a negative mindset. So I want you to write a list of what feels good daily and what no longer feels good. And when you look at the things that no longer feel good, I want you to really think about it and say, do these things really serve me anymore? It could be as simple as, I don't want to do blowouts anymore. I don't want to do blow dries anymore. I just get in a bad mood every time I got to blow dry somebody's hair. I'm making an example up here, guys. Well, then maybe it's time to switch out what you're doing in the salon. Maybe it's time to get an assistant or to train a protege to do your blowouts. Or maybe it's time to change how things work in your salon. Maybe it's time for you to just specialize in doing one thing. Again, this is a tiny example. You know, if you don't like working in the evenings, well, every time I have to work evenings, I'm in a bad mood. Well, why don't you shift your mindset and sit down and say, okay, well, how can I change this? I'm going to change my hours. And don't say, oh, well, I can't, my clients won't come at night. Guess what, guys? If you're working 3-4 days a week in the evening and it doesn't resonate with you anymore, just stand in your power, switch what you think about yourself, switch your hours, and just own it. It's when we're wishy-washy and we don't respect ourselves. We teach clients how to treat us. We teach people how to treat us. We teach family how to treat us. And these are all energetic mindset shifts. Okay. Now people say, oh, I want to attract the ideal client, Maria, but I keep attracting the wrong people. Well, you know why? Because you're not honoring yourself. If I go to the salon and I'm doing things daily against really what my soul wants, how am I possibly going to attract the right clients when I'm not showing up in the right way for myself? You have to be who you want to come to your salon. And a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that is the damn truth. Because if you're not, the vibration and the energy is off alignment. And even if you don't believe anything I'm saying to you, I want you to stop for a minute and think about your life and think about when things maybe were flowing good, when there was alignment, and when things aren't flowing good. It's your own belief system that's creating these outcomes and keeping you suppressed. So all I'm asking you to do is, and it works because I've done it myself. I've been a victim of this. I have done this to myself. This is how I've gotten to where I am now. This is how I've evolved so much and become so awakened, by shifting how I show up for myself. If I didn't feel aligned today to show up and talk and have this class, you know what would have happened? I would have canceled it. Oh, Maria, how could you cancel a class last minute? You know why? What's better, canceling a class and honoring what my intuition's telling me, or showing up and doing a false, unaligned, forced video, forced class? Guess what? You guys would see it right here in my eyeballs right away. You would feel my energy. You would know something was off. Do you see where I'm going with this? Be empowered. Now, I'm just going through bullet points here. Be empowered to say no. No is a full answer. And until you learn the power of no, you are not going to be able to shift your mindsets, because that means you're still not honoring what you need. Let me get back to you. If you're struggling with saying no, here's a great way to start easing your way into it. You know what? Let me get back to you on that. Thank you so much for inviting me. Let me get back to you on that. You know, Susie, I don't have any openings on Saturday. Well, can you stay later for me? If you really struggle with saying no, just say, you know, let me get back to you on that. But you really should be like, no, unfortunately, I can't. My next availability is this. Or have someone do it for you. Guys, these are things that I hear stylists, salon owners, business owners, you're constantly compromising what you want. And you are doing it to yourself. You're not saving your business. You're ruining your business by not having clear boundaries. So this brings me to the next topic. The art of saying no. Make sure you know how to say no. And until you learn how to say no, say, I'll get back to you. The next one is another hard one. Make sure you have clear boundaries. Now, what are boundaries? Boundaries simply mean me telling you my boundaries are, I don't accept text messages after 5. I don't take any business calls after 5. I don't even answer the phone after 5. I only see clients on Saturdays and Sundays between 9 and 1. Oh, you don't work Monday through Friday? I only see hair clients Saturdays and Sundays from 9 to 1. Do you see how I didn't engage in that? Maria, are you vaccinated? We don't discuss vaccinations, politics, or religion in my salon, but I am so excited you're here, and I'm excited to really get to know you and do your hair. True story, happened last Saturday. So as things evolve, my boundaries have to evolve, and so do your boundaries have to evolve. It's as simple as you allow people, you have to let people know what is okay for you and what is not. Oh, Maria, well, people aren't going to like me as much. Oh, Maria, I'm going to lose clients. No, you're not. There's going to be people who aren't going to like it, but guess what? Who's more important? You or the people? Who are the people? If you're running a business, it's a business. It's not a charity. It's not a free-for-all. So creating clear boundaries and saying no and honoring your soul and honoring what feels good are core mindset shift strategies. Now, how does all this pertain to making more money? Well, guess what? You're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to make 2 columns. And this is about beliefs, because it's one belief away. You're just one belief away from changing everything. And a belief can be changed. We have all been taught from our families, caregivers, parents, whoever, what to believe. It's by no fault of their own. This is just, they did the best they could at what they knew how, so you really have to let it go and forgive them. Don't keep carrying it around. But as we move into now creating our own abundance, and as we move into releasing all this stuff, you have to remember that it is about you recreating a new belief. So your belief, one column, you're going to write what you were told to believe. I'll give you an example. I'll use some really common examples. Money doesn't grow on trees. You know, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not wealthy. Well, we always did it this way. Our family's poor. We struggled, right? These are very common. I have to work really hard to make a living. Life is hard. And then next to it, I want you to write the truth. And if you write what's really true, you'll realize I'm not good enough. Well, if you look at that, I am good enough. Money doesn't grow on trees. No, money doesn't grow on trees, but I can create my own abundance, right? And just constantly put the truth next to the old belief, and then cross out the old belief and read only the truth. I know this sounds so overwhelming to some of you, but it is a game changer, guys. And I want you to remember you are one belief away from changing whatever it is you want to change. It may be you want to change how you show up for your team. It may be you want to change how you show up for yourself. It may be you want to change that, you know, I used to be in a bad mood all the time because all I did was work. One day, my daughter, when she was younger, she's like, Mommy, why are you always in a bad mood? Why are you always angry? That was like someone put a knife through my chest. And I just looked at her. She was little. And I thought to myself, what the hell am I doing? And I already had been on my spiritual healing journey. I had a healer. I had a therapist. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I've done a lot of inner work. And I thought, that's horrible. My little kid sees me as angry all the time. But in my brain, my ego brain that I had been conditioned to believe by my upbringing, again, not that they did anything wrong purposely. That's how they were coded. It's like a coding. So they coded me the same. You have to work really hard. You have to work long hours. It's never enough. You have to do more. You have to do more for everybody else. You have to make everybody happy. You can't say no. This was the first 10 years of my business life. I mean, guys, I opened my first salon at 19. I was a slave to my business. Yes, did I make great money? Sure. But I was constantly pissed off, in a bad mood, always in a rush, not aligned with what I was doing. And guess what happened? I used to attract employees that weren't aligned. I would attract some really pain in the ass customers that weren't aligned because I wasn't aligned. When I stopped the madness, which took time, and I followed these few shifts, my life changed. Guys, I have 3 businesses now, and I am so happy and fulfilled, and my clients are happy and fulfilled. I only attract people into like my consulting practice, my salon, who are so happy to come in, so happy to pay me, so happy to work with me. And this is happening for my clients too. So as I wrap this up, I want you to remember, by releasing fear, false evidence appearing real, by releasing overwhelm, these are all beliefs. It's not true. 99.9% of the stuff that we worry about and that overwhelms us and we're fearful of never really happens. Now, you might be saying right now, yeah, Maria, but after the year we've been through, yes, but stop saying that. It is time now to say, wow, what am I going to do now? What did this opportunity, where's the opportunity in what just happened in our industry that I can shift into more abundance? Again, maybe it's like I did years ago, create another stream of income, create a consultancy practice, create a coaching business, create your own private label brand of products, create an online store, start training people on what you do better than anyone else. Now, these are just ideas I'm giving you guys, but do you see how when you shift a thought, it shifts your outcomes? I guarantee you, if you start doing the exercise and start shifting your beliefs, your outcomes are going to shift. And last but not least, I want every single day, every single one of you to get a journal, and you're going to write 5 things you're thankful for religiously. And that is going to change everything for you. Now, today, I want to thank you for sharing time with me. I hope these were helpful and useful tools. Let's take another deep breath. Now, I have a lot of other amazing workshops and classes. You are welcome to. I'm going to drop the link below. You can get 14 days free access to the all-inclusive Salon Professionals membership site. There's no catch, no credit card. You can watch my videos on all kinds of healing, all kinds of stress relief. There's done for you modules in there. There's all kinds of goodies. You have 14 days free access to it. So you'd be crazy not to take advantage of it. It is over $50,000 worth of goodies. I am giving you the opportunity to click in and enjoy. I want you guys to have an awesome day. Thank you for sharing. Any topics that you'd like me to cover in our complimentary group, just drop me below or send me a private message and I will cover that. Okay. Have a great day, guys. Sending you all massive love and light. You're all beautiful, amazing, creative souls.